let's go on a little egg hunt, shall we? I heard number one squawking earlier this morning, like she laid an egg, and then I came to check about an hour later. Number two was sitting on the nest, so hoping I got 2 eggs, and yes I do. Yes I do, 2 eggs and a decoy. Alright, now let's go check the other coop. Maybe I should have called you Garfield instead of Bob. You certainly like those lasagna beds. Yeah, that was bad. Coming in, ladies. Nobody make a dash for it. Oh, well, hello there. You like the nest. And I've gotten a Leghorn. Punky Leghorn. I've started naming them, folks. That is Punky Leghorn. Because, you know, the mohawk and everything. So that's Punky Leghorn. Yeah, I haven't named you yet. You're a sweetheart, though. One with the beard. And then this is Betty. Betty White. Or, show us your eyes. Does she have Betty Davis eyes? I don't know. They are kind of spooky looking eyes, though. But that's Betty. And this one is Miss Lavender, I think. You're the loudest. You're the only one that does the I just laid an egg song. And you do it when everybody else is laying eggs. So you're like the designated singer here. And that's cool. So for now, I've been calling her Miss Lavender. So we have Miss Lavender, we have the bearded sweetheart, and Punky Leghorn, and Betty. And then the one sitting on the nest over here, I haven't named her either. So the 2 black, you know, black and gray ones, I have not named. Oh yeah, Grizz warned me about them roosting. I don't think they're going to roost on this part here. That's just too thin and flimsy. As you can see, the back part is way too close, and the side part here is way too close for them to roost there. So I really don't have to worry about the middle, and this comes up, so if that's just going to be uncomfortable for them. That's the thing, if you don't want them to roost on your nest boxes, give them something more comfortable to roost on. And I think I've done that. This would be the area. They could roost up here, or I guess along there. And but that's pretty thin also. So I wouldn't think that'd be all that comfortable. When they've got a big juicy tree branch here. Yep. Okay. And Betty is, as far as a top of the pecking order hen, she is not too bad. I mean, I caught it on tape of her just grabbing the lavender one's neck and ripping her around. I did catch that on tape, but other than that, she is not too bad. And it's the lavender one that really does a lot of the picking. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You're the picky one. So, you know, based on observation at this point, I would say for breeding purposes, the white one is a definite maybe. And the 2 black and gray and white and brown ones are, they're just sweet. So I'd give them a definite yes. And so like I said, I've already gotten 2 blue eggs today. It looks like I'm going to get a 3rd. So, alright. 6 eggs today. Woohoo! And while I'm in a goofing around kind of mood, so, you know, you have thoughts when you're out there doing manual labor. And one of my thoughts today was, I think somebody invented putting a fried egg on a hamburger. And I think that must have been a single person who had chickens. because they're giving me 6 eggs a day. I got to figure out how to put them on everything. All right. Yeah, that one wasn't very good either. Bob. Oh. Yes, I talk to my animals all day long. And I think they're all Republicans and Democrats because we're always seem to be having political discussions and they're always wrong. They're always wrong. Right, Bob? Day at Bobblehead Homestead, in which I go through an entire camera battery. Thank you again, Guy. Okay, all the staples have been ripped out of that. Well, it was one box, and that's why they needed the staples to hold it together, like those two. But as much work as that is, there was only one label on it. There's no tape, so that's, you know, I get a lot more box for the effort because those are bigger boxes. The smaller boxes take more effort to tear apart, in my experience so far. And I am told there are more boxes like this over there, so I might get those tomorrow. Anyway. Alright, 6 eggs today. So that's 6 out of my 8 hens. And I'm guessing number 3 didn't lay. She's just coming off being broody, so that might explain it. Finally got one from the Leghorn today. That's the bottom left is the Leghorn. Those two are 1 and 2s. And then from what I have observed, the 2 black and brown and white ones that I haven't named yet gave me 2 of those 3 blue eggs. And I don't remember. It was either the white or the lavender. Who was in there on the nest box? I think it was the white one today. But yesterday I saw the lavender one in the nest box. Although that doesn't mean everything. But yeah, cool. Okay, another thing I wanted to point out about these nest boxes is they're pretty big, and I just put a divider in the middle because that was the easiest thing to do. What I could do in the future is saw this one off, saw that off, and make put 2 dividers in there and turn that into 3 nest boxes. And that's just, well, it took more brain power than I put into it that day. I just wanted to get something done. But yeah, I think there is room for 3 nest boxes in there in the future. All I have to do is saw off that middle piece and figure out how to do the divider in there. Oh yeah, I have been bringing in clumps of grass and dandelions and other stuff. Just periodically throughout the day I'll grab a couple handfuls and come in here and throw it down, and they like picking at it. So that's pretty cool. There's one down there. I mean, that little grass clump, they've got it down to like 2 inches. It was like 5-6 inches long when I threw it in there. So good job, ladies. And then all of this hay, when I move this coop across the driveway, I will lift up the far side where the window is there. I can lift that up, Well, I'll rake it all to the back, lift it up, then rake it out the back. Or that way I can spread it around. So yeah, cool. I'm loving this chicken coop so far. Hi, Fifi, taking a nap in the flower field on the carpet. That carpet won't be there much longer. But I came over here to show you the pretty, pretty irises. Aren't those irises pretty? Yes, they are. And that one in the back is like a double. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so let's go look at the other ones. This is the first sunny day we've had since they first started opening up, so now they're going, well, not gangbusters, but they're starting. Oh yeah. This group out here is performing nicely. I'm out by the rock wall along my lane. But yeah, 4 that have almost completely opened up, another one on the way, and oh yeah, that's a nice group there. And a few more in there. So a few more days and these will be rocking. Now let's look at the others. Oh yeah, I think this is better light than I was out here. Was it this morning? I don't even remember. It's been so busy. Those are getting ready to go. Those are getting ready to go. And those are going. Yeah. Oh, gotta get the spirea bush back there. I would highly recommend the spirea bush if you can do it. That is just blooming right along. All of the yellow is gone from the forsythia, and most of the red has gone from that flowering quince back there. But this spirea bush is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. There might even be some left on there in a few weeks. But okay, purple irises. And one of my neighbors stopped by to say that there are some really cool yellow ones that used to be here years ago, but they had not seen the yellow ones for quite a while. But so to keep my eye on them, and because they would like some of those bulbs. Well, they're actually rhizomes, I think. But cool, pretty irises. Alright, this old peach tree with some other kind of tree growing up. I'll have to cut that out. And I don't need to do it this year, but yeah, a lot of pruning needs to take place. Get this puppy back into shape, but it's a pretty big tree. And it's pretty much bloomed out. I should have come back here sooner. And then there's that big branch over there that's fallen off. And ideally, if you want peak production, you would just go ahead and saw that off and prune away. But I'm just one guy. I don't need a lot of peaches. So I might have to try that air pruning technique. You guys in comments, and I always forget who suggests what, but somebody suggested air pruning. And I think that is a wonderful idea for that branch back there that has fallen. It's almost completely dead, but it's not completely dead. There's still some new growth coming off of it. So I might as well take advantage of that this year and try to do some air pruning and get some peach tree starts off of this before I get rid of that broken branch. At least that's my thought anyway. I've got a million things to do and it's just me. But yeah, here's a peach tree. I hope I get some peaches.